Hey, alright, there we go. Is everything working now? Apologies for the interruption. Hello. Hello, all the new folks. Hope everybody's doing alright. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. We're gonna start off with just a bit of Marvel Rivals, just to keep our hands warm. I've been doing a lot of Marvel Zombies recently. And while it's got a lot of fundamental similarities to the way the regular game plays, honestly, it's so weird, but it is so great. If y'all want me to do more Rivals, then I'm just not gonna tell you no. Because honestly, I greatly enjoy Marvel Rivals. So we're just gonna hop into a few rounds of quick play. Hello, hello. I do. Not much, and I haven't on here yet. It's been a minute since I've booted up Arena. Just cause I don't know, it lost its enchantment to me, and I quickly just
You'll need a top-notch team
fell
to
out
win
of it.
this
I
one.
probably, especially if I were to start like streaming it more regularly, I could get back into it. But for the moment, the plan tonight at least is we're gonna play some Rivals. Oh, and is the stream working for everybody? Yeah. I've played Commander the most, just because it's easily the most social format. Just because of the nature of it, it's designed to be social. But
Even so,
I've on occasion dabbled in other things, and I would love to do more of them sometime. Mayhaps I do get into playing Arena some just so I can do that.
2, 1.
A mystic doorway.
Tandy needs help. Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
In the meantime, we're just gonna do. So the plan is do this for half Rivals, hop into Blueprints. Ah. It's been a minute since I've done Venom. My normal mainstays are Magneto and Thing, but I like to try and be familiar with at least most of the tank cast, because a lot of them play very uniquely and in very fun and different ways. So it doesn't make sense to me to limit myself to only a handful of them, when I will enjoy myself playing a bunch of them.
Our enemies are near. I can feel them. That's what I call justice.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
That's right.
Please, we're hurt.
Where? I thought we had a second tank. What happened to them?
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Oh. There they are. What were they doing before now? You can tell.
Helping from the shadows. Drowning in the face.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Do your worst.
The darkness. Out.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
So, Venom is a dive tank, which means I want to be...
Strange.
By the eye of Agamotto!
as far forward as possible, as consistently as possible. Well, that's not quite true. What you really want to be... Favorite character currently is Thing.
Get that vehicle
In fact,
moving
I might
again.
go ahead and swap to that, just because I want to make sure I'm doing my job.
Check my watch. It's
Um,
almost clobbering time.
Playing as Thing means trying to do a lot of damage. This is not the direction I wanted to go. I can never remember which way these teleporters go, and so sometimes get real messed up by them. So I usually just kind of go. Just trying to. But the ability to, his ability to just like jump back and forth from like the aggro zone to the defense zone
Double KO.
is really pleasing to me.
Our enemies are near. I can feel them.
And the
Checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
like people say that he's not really good because he's effectively countered by Emma, but like that's a hard that's hard because yes, she does do the CC thing and she is better, and it's in that a lot of respects, but I just don't like the way she plays as well. If I'm gonna play a punchy tank, I want to go up and punch you. I want to force people away from their team and make them suffer, which is kind of my goal. There, you pull the to force them to. That C&D probably doesn't ult if I don't get in there.
By the eye of Agamotto!
This Strange certainly doesn't ult if I don't get in there. Just gotta be careful about things like Mars. Okay, and actually, like, sometimes you presume your team is in a place and they just aren't. And there's only so much you can do about that. I'm gonna do it.
Nowhere!
In that case, I kind of thought that the rest of the team was up there with us, because that was where both the tanks are. And at least a good chunk of those characters are supposed to play with the tanks. But it was not. They're gonna shift to just put them up. It doesn't even actually matter if I connect with this a lot of the time. Half the time the goal is just to get them off you. Force them to deal with something else.
Co-op time.
Make them deal with somebody, not you.
Another
Really?
epic victory.
It is a good game. I don't. I also. Hi. It is a good game. I quite enjoy it. Um, there's a lot of complaints people have about it. Some are more fair than others. The people who talk about like healers are kind of stuck doing, like supports are kind of stuck doing exclusively healing, I think have a good point. The people who talk about, oh, we need to make sure, like, I mean, obviously the people who are like, oh, we need to make sure there's like tanks and supports to match the number of DPS in the game. Like, it's clear that it's clearly something that they didn't think about beforehand. That makes it hard. And at this point, trying to change some of it would require just a massive rebalance across the board, and some people are in favor of that and some people aren't. I think that the game has only been out for a year, and that they should that despite admittedly it being a problem and it being somewhat limiting on future designs, I think the balance of this game is remarkably good. I can encounter, like in QPS Quick Play especially, I can encounter most different characters and still have a good time. Like, and still like have to respect them. And that's something that that's something that not every game can say. Let me put it that way. A lot of games have problems with, oh, like this character is clearly just the best, or that character is clearly just the best. And that's not totally true of this game.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Well, I say not totally true. That's mostly not true.
Powers like yours, I think, wow. I mean, how can I compare? Don't compare. You just spread your light.
Yeah, some things are better than others, but it's good for the
Battle
most part.
starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
True. I will point out that TF2 does have the advantage of age. They've had years upon years to refine their balance. I'm sure experienced long-time TF2 players will tell you about various things they dread. Black Panthers in the lines again.
I feel like myself again.
That's not surprising. You can only spawn hold people for so long.
Rebirth is a mutant's greatest
Better
gift.
stop that vehicle. They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Much better. You cannot hurt me.
Tremble before fast!
Better stop that vehicle.
This will not be my last battle after. Tremble before
The,
fast!
well, I suppose it's good. I'll count it as good, because it means that they just burnt 3 ults to try and clear us, and it Looks like while they have mostly succeeded, not entirely.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Ooh, they're getting cocky. Ah,
Better stop that vehicle.
can't 1v6 them, but also I don't feel bad for not
Strength is renewed.
winning when I got caught in a corner in a
Mutants
1v6.
always rise again.
I kind of hope to take that woman down with me. I keep calling her woman. It's Invisible Woman. If I say woman when I'm referring to this game, I'm always talking about Invisible Woman.
They rated halfway.
Sounds terrible, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Ugh. I'm not having a great evening, am I? I'm being distracted.
I shall not be removed so easily.
Oh, cool.
There's still a chance to stop them.
You need not fear.
The time has come.
Tremble before fast!
I'm trying to help.
This is the point where you may be able to hold and actually win.
I feel like myself again.
Ugh. Not if Laurel gets swallowed, though. We'll see if this works.
Insignificant mass. A mind trick.
Whoa. I think I might be in the wrong tank for this situation, too. Let's swap back to Thing.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Magneto is theoretically my better tank. Theoretically, they're like better tank. And in a situation where I need to be able to hold space, he's better. That this is not that. I need to be able to take space, claim space, that sort of thing. Ugh. Wait. Where did everybody go? Oh no, we might be staggering, and if we are, that's bad.
Better stop that vehicle.
Unfortunately. Okay, okay. We're not staggered, we're just moving forward. We're gonna take our...
Stop them in their tracks.
Ugh. I need to be more aware of my surroundings. I'm not having a great night. No, yeah. Magneto is very...
Better stop that vehicle.
He's not very good at anti-dive, which is to say, he's not very good at dealing with characters that try to get in the back line. like prevent you unless you're having better aim than I am with thing.
Extra help? Nice.
You stop them in their tracks. Follow them.
Make way.
Enemies coming.
Get shook. It's clobbering time!
Controlling me.
Sorry, Susan. You know I never wanted to hurt you. Feeling better already?
Alright. This is the rhythm. This feels better. Ugh, he can
I was fine. Thank you.
It is more and less than you think.
Benji's back, baby. Judge,
Um,
jury,
the-
executioner. Tremble before fast.
No! Was I not touching?
Well, you can't
Ah.
expect to win them all.
Oh well. Not a problem. Not a problem. But also, I am looking forward to Blueprint, so I am going to be stopping on this game for the moment and just swapping over. So, is everybody here familiar with what Blueprints is? Good, good. And also, you may not technically be the only one here. I've discovered, I've been hearing about recently and discovered somewhat myself that sometimes it just stops counting you if you're not active in the chat, which is baffling to me, but it is what it is, I suppose. I don't know, but like right now it's registering 2. Earlier it was registering 1. Sometimes, and just like, despite it suggesting that I only had like 8 viewers last time, it said that I had 16 unique viewers, so I'm not totally sure what the distinction it's making there is. Oop. I had not meant to hit start, but that's fine. Oh. Huh. I suppose it could count that, yeah. Hello. We are hopping back into Blueprints. Alright. Gotta remember what our directions are. First thing to do... Oh, also, and of course, all the usuals. Let me know if I need to adjust things to make myself louder, or like if I need to make the chat bigger or whatever. Just whatever. Make an offering, receive a blessing? What does this mean? I can only wonder. No, I can't only wonder. I can absolutely just pick it. We're going to try this. I don't know what it does. I can only hope it accepts. No! Okay. Mayhaps, but I'm gonna need to get some coins and come back for it. I'm hopeful for more. It did say it lasted several days, so I suspect it's not permanent, but long-term certainly. Need that cash. Alright. We're aiming to go along the east side this time, so we're gonna be comfortable dropping a closet here. I know I should probably start with the middle room, but yeah, parlor. Yo, more games, more prizes. I love games and prizes. Okay. Per last time, minimum one of these tells the truth, minimum one of these lies. Okay, this statement on the white box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. And the gems are in the white box. Okay. I think this one's trying to catch me on a technicality. So... So, obviously, theoretically, you could have all three of these be true. But per the rules of the game, that doesn't work. So, of the three, what are the two, which ones rely on the others? The black box says that the statement on the white box is true. Therefore, whether that is true isn't entirely dependent on whether the white box statement is true. And there's no other factors to whether that's a true box. So if white box is true, black box is true. If white box is false, black box is false. The blue box is the only unconditional statement. The gems are in the white box is clear and fairly concise. But you might ask, Blast, how is it that blue can be true if white is false? Well, it's in the always. Reversing this to be false says that statements with the word white are not always true. Not that they're always false, but that they're not always true. Therefore, this can be false, which makes this false, but this doesn't have to be. And therefore, white box does have the gems. I love those kind of little logic puzzles. They're so good. I'm always pleased to see them. Yeah, let's go ahead and get security. Security is really good to have at all times. I don't have to. It's super something you can learn to, like, you can train your brain on. I still think high amounts of security doors is good because it means that I get more chances at doing high security things, which I suspect are a particular set of doors that I haven't interacted with too much yet. Might as well check. Yup. Log into network. I've never logged in from here. No, not Swansog. We learned in one of the last runs last time that the password is Swan's Song. I'm never gonna love that noise, but you live with what you get. I suspect that's all. Oh, wait. The dial-up noise, yeah. Exactly. Okay. I think that's all I need. I'm comfortable risking that. Not. Interesting. Let's do the chapel. Will guarantee access to this room on the side here. Yeah, I'll take the Nook. Anything special in here? There's the 10 again. And an elk. The 10 does something, but I have no idea what it does. Okay, in order to keep moving forward, we gotta go drawing room. Because I have accidentally locked myself into this path, which is not great, but we deal with it. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, sure. I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I don't think I did. Oh, I guess we're doing the spare room. It's more green now than it was, is it? Or am I wrong? I feel like it's more green than it was. Ugh, yeah, but it'll do what I need. I believe you. I just don't trust this game. And you shouldn't either. No one should trust this game. This game is not trustworthy. Is there not a shovel in here this time? That's a oh, there's a metal detector though. That's good. power is still on. I've not yet found the utility closet. Okay. That's fair. But also, like, not devastating either. There's still a ton that we just don't know about this house. I wish I could get a sledgehammer in here. Maybe I need to order the sledgehammer next time and start breaking stuff open in there. Wait. No, really? Oh wait, but I have coins. I can go make an offering. Even if I accomplish nothing else today because I started myself badly. Which I need to be more careful about. I need to not, just because I intend to take the right side doesn't mean I need to disable the left side entirely. I just gotta be more careful about stuff like that. Okay. Ah. Interesting. The courtyard has an extra door, but it's the keycard door. And as I have neither a keycard nor the utility closet, I can't get through that door. So I think I am going to go ahead and just call it a day. Just do so. And move into the next day. Of course, save and continue. Alright. Let's be smarter this time. I'm actually just gonna start on the side that I want to go. Key. I value keys most. Oh, I forgot to... Ah. Gotta remember to go to the outhouse. Had 8 classrooms. Ooh. I kind of like the idea of adding classrooms. I don't know what those do, but we're going to find out. Oh, I don't love to look at this room, though. Can I open that? No. Oh, but I can? Yo! Is that all 4? Yo! We did it, gang. I don't know what this does, but having all 4 seems important. Yo, team! We are doing the thing. We are progressing the game. Ooh, closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she's done on behalf of our community and children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dare not even dream. The dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who, I might add, forced me to give this speech. So I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Bitter joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. How sweet. Within a timely manner. What does... I suppose timely in this case could be a reference to how the manner changes every day or every time. Ooh, this looks openable, is it? No? Herbie. Interesting. Did those 8 classrooms get added to my draft pool permanently? I forgot today's draft pool. Well, time to go down here. I feel like I'm missing something because there's, in the same manner as people have, this wants a key. I don't think I can do this yet. Oh, I can. Oh boy, it talks about Miss Epson, but also isn't she supposed to be dead? Oh. Scripps and Rudford Mining Company Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 3, date 7/2/1915. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much larger arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock, and debris. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Yeah, I started reading that and immediately realized we were, I was informed very early that there's a bit of eldritchness to this game. We have entered the Eldritch Zone, is all I can say, as we are now inside the Mountains of Madness. What is this? This isn't even a separate room. No, I can't jump off. I can't jump at all. Chess? This is not chess. What is... This is a puzzle, but what is the puzzle? Okay, this is 9. And I can put these anywhere. I can put these anywhere I like on this board, but it might not, probably won't do anything for a while until I either get lucky or figure out the puzzle. But I think I'm going to have to dig deeper. Oh my dear, you're right. Oh my dear, you're absolutely right. It is the floor plan. What happens if I put the king in the foyer? Oh, that lit up for some reason. What? Okay. Yeah. Time to crack open Blueprints notes, though, right? Rook 1-4. I'm just going to leave that there. We're also going to be able to get the opportunity, hopefully, to see what it does to my upstairs gameplay. This is a closed door. Foreman's copy, do not remove from sight. Realm and blank, sigils of the past and, I'm assuming, present, by Professor R. Willard. Ben Aries, Robert Byrd and Sons, 1905. So that's only 10 years before this excavation started. Shun. Hers of the first area found either of a natural resulting from the creations of were accustomed to record various signs with the aid of. They did this in order that the blank of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written texts and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, whose crude circular marks of designation found those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the rays, the moats, and the border. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the story behind the name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as well all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. The chess puzzle, if I had to guess. that visages the core. Several examples, and then a bunch of cut-off text. Yeah, I suppose we are. The rays. Forth from the core will come ending lines splitting the sigil. From one sigil to another, they differ in number, style, and the difference in these immediately reveals several things. Counting the will reveal transportation. Were they on ships or have employed expanse of cities, ship routes, 8 rays on these, the directions rows. Carriages here look like a map. Through trails, another 4 rays, however. Rays be configured horse galloping, locomotion. Rays here are used in for realms that rely on track-based travel. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. So we're still talking about rays. These are still ray options. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For some extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Motes. Okay, on each sigil, floating between the rays are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the motes used on a given sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming-based society and culture. Was it now? You might be right. No, yeah, the Orin is the same as what's on the elevator. Good catch, good catch. Large city-state with a dense urban populous center, a center for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. Industrial engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual and elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide. Poetic, a strong forge, focused on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, language. Border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information therein. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white. Banner's martial fog. By studying the core rays, motes, and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an indecipherable enigma. Okay. Yeah. That lines up with this sigil back. The hints here line up with this sigil here. But they've replaced red with banners? Interesting. I am uncertain if this is meant to suggest that the writer here is not totally reliable. It would be an interesting call to be making. But I, all the same, would not be surprised. All the same, I am now on the lookout for sigils. I'm tempted to search the whole grounds just to see if I can find one. But in the meantime, something else. I think it's time to head back in the house. I don't think this is going to open its secrets to me right now. So I think I'm better off. This was dug back in 1915? And then hidden by this elevator. Yeah, you're right, that is totally Orin. But this elevator is not a sigil. Let's be very clear on that. This elevator doesn't seem to be a sigil. It's not a circle. It's a square. Or a diamond, depending on how you look at it. Not a sigil, I don't think. There was nothing relevant down here, though I'm still not convinced that doesn't become important later. I know last Monday I was informed it wasn't by the Crow, but I can and will doubt them. Anyway, there should be, whatever the Rook, if the Rook being there affects the inside of the house, it should be, that effect should be visible now, and there, it doesn't appear to be the case. I also see no connections to the Rook in here. Like, I don't... Oh, there's the Rook. No, it just is the Rook. The Rook is just sitting in here. Okay. Good to know. I know I saw a pawn somewhere yesterday. So, I just gotta be on the lookout for where these chess pieces are. Let's get the library. Okay, so that's just something we gotta be on the lookout for. And yeah, I know I have a book or something, but I'm going to check up here to see... Oh, I have a magnifying glass in here too. Beautiful. Love that, love that. Okay. There don't seem to be any chess pieces. No. No, I appreciate it though. I'd like to figure this out as I go, and that feels a little cheap. Okay, I feel like History of Orindia is probably my next choice here. Either that or Swimbird. Because if you'll recall, we learned about Swimbird back in back when we found the archives the first time. She was a person who was associated with the family here, but decided to go off and like write under a pseudonym in order to basically build her reputation independent of her family. And then, for intents and purposes, disappeared. But I am going to grab History of Orindia. Simon P. Jones. It feels important to remember that as well. Alright. Oof. I hate that this is going to dead end just about regardless. Well, I could commissary. I will, just to get the extra room. I can at least find out what's available. Yep. Salt Shaker. Interesting. Okay. Things to keep in mind. I read the devlog, and apparently this is not actually playable. And that's not a, like, they hate you thing. That's just how it is. Doing bedroom here is good because it lets me clear a dead end room while simultaneously actually, like, giving me things I care about. The compass, for example, is great to have. Do I believe what? The what if what is a trick? Sorry, I said a bunch of things. I wouldn't be surprised, but I haven't seen anything to indicate how it would be activated. Like, I'm certainly open to the option. Let's put it that way. But neither am I attached to it. Okay, nothing seems to be here. Pawn. Pawn goes in 1-1. Does it change each day? Of course it would change each day, because this is this place. Ah. I guarantee it changes each and every day. What's this? Staff notice. June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epsom, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft No, the Nook absolutely does change. Where the Nook goes absolutely changes. And I still have no idea what to do with the puzzle in here. Wait, hold on. Which of these is the U? Oh, I generally do put it close to some of the same spots each day, but no, it has a purpose. 1, 1, 1, 1. There's a pawn in here too. It absolutely depends on where I put rooms. Because I bet you that I could light up either. Yes. Give me this light. Oh, night. Night in here. Uh, 3-3. Dust, I know you said you hadn't solved it, but I'm assuming this at least lines up with your experience with this particular thing. Also, might I note that West Room wing note wasn't in there before. These rooms are changing. I do. I have my notepad back out. Nothing in here? Usually there's a tool of some kind. Unfortunate. Alright, the parlor once more. Give me that key. Let's actually take a moment. See if there's anything unusual here. Shouldn't be. Okay. This is supposed to get a little bit harder each time. The other two statements have identical wording. This box and the blue box are both empty. This box and the white box are both empty. Oh no. Okay. This might be the first time this puzzle stumps me. So, the other two statements have identical wording. This is true because both of these statements are worded the same way. This box and the blank box are both empty. But they also... If the black box statement is true, then neither of these other two can be. So we're in this situation again, where these two, the white and blue box statements, are dependent on one another. They set the same condition, that both of them are empty. Therefore, if one of them is correct, both of them are correct. So either these are not worded identically, or so either these are not worded identically, and the black box has the gems, or they are worded identically, and I have to coin flip between which one of these two is correct. Now, given that this is a puzzle that has a solvable solution, presumably, they have not given me one that has not been solvable yet. I can only presume that the wording must not be technically identical because it does use different words. It's referring to white box or blue box instead of the same box. So I think it has to be black because otherwise it's a coin flip and the game doesn't make sense. Yo! Let's go ahead and take the storeroom. Pawn in here as well. This is 6-2. Yeah, this is. Sorry, I'm trying to take further notes. Because I know it's gonna the layout is gonna change, and where those pieces go is going to change with them. No. I started with no. I've been consistent. Because I have Nook labeled as 1-4, and that's. You're trying to trick me. Alright, be back in just a moment. Alright, let us continue. Into... Actually, no, I'm gonna double back now. I don't want to leave too many rooms behind to trip me up later. Oh, utility closet is perfect here. Ba-da-da. Turn off the dark room, turn off the gym, turn on the garage. Am I gonna do this puzzle again? Yeah. if I can remember how I do it. There we go. Ah. Dumb of me. Okay, and then I hit white, and then I do miserable. Green, red. Green. And I don't know that I ever found out what hitting this switch actually did. But it seems that I did it permanently, so I didn't actually have to do that again. I would rather have the walk-in closet, just so that I can have more stuff for the next sections. Pawn again. This is on 4-2. There's something relevant about these photos that I can't yet figure out. There's something not quite right with the geometry here that I can't figure out. We gotta use a key, that's fine. Dark room. Perfect. Oh, heck. I forgot that that would do that way. Buff. Gotta go through the chapel again to get to the utility closet. That's not very convenient of me. Feel like I'm burning quite a few steps here. Perhaps there is something in here that can help me. Yep, we already did that. It's her again. This is the same note as before. What does this read? Right. There's too many photos in this room for them to not mean it. For like none of them are like these camera photos. I've only gotten information out of I think half of them. I'm convinced there's still secrets to be discovered here. Oh, this is the closest I've gotten to this being visible ever, though. There's only this square of light back here that's not. But there doesn't seem to be any text I can use. King in the office. Which tells me that I probably need the office in play to be able to solve that puzzle. I haven't encountered Bishop yet either. Meantime, I think this particular expedition is coming to an end. I don't have the ability. Oh, wait, I have one more shot in the entrance hall. Oh, there is in fact a bishop in the chapel. Should have known. which unfortunately means I'm like 2 pieces away from being able to solve this puzzle. I would only need that office, because I presume that's the only king room. And I've never been in the wine cellar before. I should go. Whatever the queen room is. I presume there's only the one king room. Interesting. MCCX. So M is 2000. M is 1000. C is 100. So that's 1213. 1213. Hammer. I've not seen any locked trunks. At least I don't think so. None of y'all have spotted a locked trunk, have you? $12.13. Interesting. Arms. Alright, well, barring the ability to progress further inside, I think we should head down and see about our hypothesis downstairs. And I did see no sigils. I saw the coat of arms, but a coat of arms is not a sigil. That's an entirely different set of coded meanings. Not that I know what those coded meanings mean either, but... Okay. If I'm correct. I don't think so. And then I can move that to here, or here, or here. And those all work because those are all pawn rooms. But I have not a king room nor a queen room in place. Okay. Good to know we have thoroughly figured out how to do that puzzle, even if not. Even if we haven't had any luck actually executing on it. I can even go over to... Well, it seems... Yes. Effectively, the pieces spawn based on where those rooms are rather than any particularly set position on the map. What that means is I have the jailbird duck. Yeah, exactly. I have the robber duck. What does that mean? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have the time. And the steps. Well, I do want to double check something. I was right. One does have something to do with the cloister. The number one, I mean. Because one is the number associated with that angel Rena in the book, in the Gardener book, which means that it must have something to do with when is this from? Oh, that doesn't say. Wait, but huh. Considering to look around outside for a bit per Dust's threat. I haven't seen anything particular that stands out. That doesn't mean there's nothing about, it just means that I haven't seen it. It wouldn't make sense for this entire, like, middle ground section to be a sigil. Doesn't seem to be how those work. There's no moats. The mountain faces. These ones? This is a particularly spiky top here. It's almost kind of like a... Did it? Wait. Did it rise from where it was previously? Or around the manor. I still don't trust that mountain face, but sure, we'll go with around the manor. I unfortunately don't have the stamina to head back to the other section, but we can check on the grounds here at least. Yeah. The gem mine? Yeah, I have the gem mine. I need to redraw more aggressively, I think. I think that's the lesson to take into today's. Because I think I had ivory dice that whole time and just didn't use them. Now, to be fair, my final defeat, the dark room, couldn't have been prevented by that. But we could have done something. Let's get tool shed items. Oh? Oh! Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that was something I could pick up. I might have missed it on previous occasions. Alright, straight into the house. I honestly thought it might have been a bomb. We're trying to be better about not dropping closet immediately. Bedroom. Pawn. Okay. So we are at the point of confirmed on entirely based on. Oh, come on. Who doesn't deserve a little casual terrorism every once in a while? shovel. That's really helpful, actually. Let's find out. Here we are again. Okay, from left to right this time. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. A box next to this box is true. Well, wait. This seems easy. Because white can't be true. Blue is the only box next to white, and black doesn't matter at that point. So it's got to be this one. That feels like the difficulty went down. Perfect storeroom. Pawn in here as well. We're at 2 for 2 on confirmations of this being room-based, which is healthy. I still don't know what to do with the fact that my blue jay thing is a thing. I don't think there's anything to do with it right now. I think it's just a fact that exists about me. Yup. I don't need to note every single pawn room. Just knowing that they're there is enough. I have so many gems I can afford to do this. Aha, sledgehammer. I still don't know what a locked trunk looks like, frankly. I have not encountered any yet. What did I do all the way on my first day? Sorry, it's half the time I'm just saying things and not actually paying attention to what I'm saying. Oh. You're right. But I had a key for it at that time. I don't love the way this is setting me up, but it's fine. I have a number of different goals, and they can still be accomplished just fine this way. Are we gonna go courtyard into courtyard? I think we are. No, we shouldn't. No, we should. Metal detector. Yeah, let's get the observatory. That's a night room. Okay. That's good. We'll do that. Nice. And we're on square 4-2. Make sure. Schwa. I don't need the garage anymore is the thing. And I do need to continue to have paths forward. There's a lot safe back here. Is there a queen in this room? No. Think a go. Okay, the cellar password is not it. For... Oh, hold on. Let's try the chapel. 1, 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4. No. Look careful. I'm always looking careful. But maybe not careful enough. Wait, what's this? What's this? What's this? Safe is a Christmas present. That's so funny. Is there anything in here that could give it away? I don't think so. This could be 3-2-4-2 or 2-4-2-3, depending on whether you're going up or down the tree. That could be a hint. Oop. Neither of those are correct. This one is eluding me. I could try counting up pillows by color. But I'm not sure how productive that would be. Something in the mirror here. anything on the back of the mirror here? No. I assume so, but that doesn't mean I actually understand it. Like, the real thing is I don't know how many digits this code is even supposed to have. Could it be just the room number 51? No. Is it the number of presents? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 presents? Anything else I need to know before trying this? Do I spot anything in this? No. Okay, so it must be more complicated than that. Hmm. 1351. Again, looking at the ornaments. Bottom to top. Nope. I appreciate that. Is it now? Am I looking at am I in the right direction looking at this picture, or am I leading myself down a wild goose chase? Because I feel like I am. What am I missing here? Oh, it's December 25th. It's Christmas. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marian's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Well, that's a message. So, she and a bunch of her fellows were engaging in just about open revolt, if I remember correctly, based on the archives that we visited. Office, 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 office. Having the king in the room is so important. I've been unable to check out. I should have been on the lookout for Merchant account, and I wasn't, and that's my mistake. Okay. Even so, might as well try some of these passwords I have. One, 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4. Nope. Okay. We'll consider that good on that front. Workshop. Haven't really been in here much. Coins are good. We like having coins. Like having a broken lever. A this time. I'm gonna take a note of that actually. Workshop A. I should have noted it down last time. I think it was an M. What do I have? Power hammer. Detector shovel. Huh. I want a power hammer. And I think combining these also makes sense. I can find coins just by being careful as I look around. Oh, the red letter is in my inventory now. In some capacity. Interesting. Now I need to also be on the keep an eye out for weaker brick walls. Oh, also I need to note king location. 6-1. Being careful to take a look around everywhere, because I might as well pick up all the gold I can. Gold is useful to have if I can get it. Chapel. That's another room I needed. Which means I have a bishop in 5-3. Currently, all I'm short of is I need to find the queen. Yep, over set. Yep, great. Good purchases. Darn, keycard door again. Thank goodness that I still have an entry door open at least. I forgot to check all those rooms for coins, and that's fine. Perfect. On. Oh! I also forgot to check if any of those rooms might have had weak walls. That seems a little dumb of me. The den might just, and the den especially might have. I'm actually gonna... You know what? I think it's so reasonably confident the den does that I'm gonna actually come in here and check. Coin. Turnip. All things that are good for me. I only have one red room, so it's not worth it yet. We'll hold off on that. No water. Water's off. 10. Yeah, we're taking the spare room. I have a power hammer. Can I not? Ah. I can't break any walls in here, no. Is there anything important or good to be done in here? I don't see anything. Oh. Nice. That's good. I don't love being down to 2 gems, but I do love getting to progress. Especially when it seems to have worked out and I got a couple extra. Is that the cloister over there? I've never gotten the East Wing hallway. What goes on in here? No weak walls to jackhammer yet, to power hammer yet either. Alas and alack. Gotta be the rumpus room. You think I'm not gonna rumpus around? Oh no. What do you have to tell me, Magic Man?
And
What?
as it was foretold,
What?
I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Yeah?
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara,
Uh-huh.
and I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Sure. Please do.
The image is becoming clear.
Is it now?
I see a boy.
Wait, why are we here?
A
Where
boy
is here?
standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Interesting.
I hear the wind blowing, but the stir.
Uh-huh.
I see a door marked by a rogue moon.
The rogue moon on the
Door
lady's
that is
picture.
always locked, yet has no key.
You need the silver
It is
key
the
for it,
door
baby.
you have been searching for, yet will not find.
No, it's referring to that as the
A lost room
46th room.
beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. Good for you, dude. This is another bishop room. Wonderful, love to see it. Love to see it, love to have you. It's so quiet in here after that. He was so dramatic. I don't think we've gotten to go into it yet. I don't think we've ever been in the queen room. And I suspect we won't. Not for some time. Keycard. Thank goodness. Keycard is brilliant find at this time of the search. Let's go out. Let's get ourselves some more space. Billiard room. Getting the silver key right now would be nice. Just gonna check for coins. And also to see if this is a necessary room. Okay. 5. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 7 plus 13, so 20 divided by 4 is 5. 1 plus 19 is 20. 20 minus 6 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. 28 divided by 7 is 4. Okay, saying it aloud really does help. Do you think we use the silver key immediately? I think we do. We're getting close to where we need to be. Cloister. Oh, I lack the gems. No. The cloister must be the queen room. No, it could not be the queen room, but like I'm not gonna fight to make this 30. I'm just gonna take my 20 and be happy. Okay. Good thing to note for next time, we need 3 gems when we go to use that. This is a pawn room. Yeah, I really need... Thank goodness it has gems. What's this? Coupon book. Interesting. This is also a pawn room? That was 3 things. Where's my 4th? Right? Yeah, of course I do. I am planning on streaming until about midnight. Ooh, Salt Shaker. What does this do? Oh. Good to know. Good thing I didn't eat that, pizza yet. Ah. Archives. The archives are a big room. They're a big room to have. How so? It's a regular amount of time to stream. Okay, that seems very doable. All I need to do is get to there, right? Yeah, that's doable. Gotta touch the closet. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Let's actually go ahead and do that because we will end up back up in this direction after having touched the closet. Ugh. Did not realize I was gonna have to go all this way to get there. $15 is worth. Oh, I can just keep getting bananas? Fun. Because there's 5. No signs of weak brick walls either. I got him, thank you. Oh, that's rough. But okay, I can accept this. This is working out in my favor. Because it turns out courtyards are also just useful rooms to have. Oh! Oh. What do you mean a nail's not worth picking up? You can do all kinds of things with a nail. One major key, one minor key? What does that mean? Oh boy. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue. But half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. From the four you hold, a half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note in urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat, the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue, while white passages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek. And from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Okay, so hold on. First, words. On. The. Okay, first words on the key to the secret garden. What about the, and there's the minor key. Denoted in verse. This means something. The garden is only on the west. Oh hey, the lab. I still feel woefully unprepared to deal with this room. Wait, hold on. My treasure map came up. E. What? Oh, what the heck? That's so much money. I could continue on infinitely with that? Well, theoretically infinitely. Hmm. I'm not sure how many more locked trunks there are, but this seems more interesting than the last. Oop. I just started pressing buttons. Thank goodness it's not case sensitive. Interesting. Remote terminal access, view active terminals, offices online. So I can effectively do office things from here, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. I still have just no idea what to do with this. I'm gonna be very real. I'm only gonna worry with that once I get something that actually interacts with it, get the boiler room. Which I haven't actually seen, I don't think, even. I think you're required to have the pool room to get it, and I haven't gotten it, and I haven't gotten the pool room but the once. I am operating on limited time though, limited surprisingly by the number of spaces available, genuinely, just like spaces that doors could go. Boiler room. I don't care if it blocks itself off entirely. I want to turn on the power to run experiments. Okay, I think I did that correctly. That should be synced up with... Wait, there's a bunch of different ways this could be synced. Theoretically. So I could instead go there, for example. I don't know what that just did. That just did something. Wait. Hold on. I can theoretically get up there, but only if I can manage to get the power to do exactly what I want. Oh. That's good. Yeah, there's definitely something I can do if I can get up there, but I need to figure out how to do that. That's holding steady, and that's good. Oh. Hold on, if I stop this at the right point... that will start producing power. Which means I can swap that, get this down, pop up, turn on this other generator. Hit this lever, see what this does. Okay, that's designed to, in the end, let me get down, help me get down. But for the moment it does not, so what happens if I swap it this way? I don't know what this means. Okay. We're gonna try going down now that we've diverted some power to what I think needs to have power now. Okay, that's power's off on that now. If that's off now, then I should redirect this way. Start that way. Oh, sorry, no, this way. So that will give that the energy to extend, and hopefully when I swap it off, it does retract. Okay. Perhaps. I think this is the way. Maybe this one is? Oh, right, because now that that's out, I can just walk back up. Yes, 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 of course. Which way is that even? I suppose the next step is to figure out which of these goes to the laboratory. Okay, how do I make sure this is the room that's piped into then? Okay, so... What? Oh! Thank you! Okay, thank goodness. Thank you for subscribing. Um, 2 is sodium. 3 is helium. 4 is thorium, I think that is. 5 is beryllium. 6 is europium. 7 is... I have no idea what that is. PA? Any of y'all know what that is? No. I'm going to pull up. Can somebody just tell me which element it is under this 8? Because I can't read it. It's right next to O. To oxygen. Fluorine, F. I thought that might be it. I just wanted to make sure. I am. FN. 11 is indium. Twelve is neon. That goes to this. Jeez. I'm going to assume that I'm not expected to actually know all of the equation stuff. I'm just gonna go change which direction the boiler room is going and eat a pizza on my way. Making sure I have a healthy number of steps as I'm about to do a bunch of running around here. Okay. So middle was wrong. Besides with the abbreviations? Like, I don't know where it goes, is the thing. I need to have the power going in the right direction to do the boiler thing. And I don't know where else I would input the information from here. Because I don't think it goes into the machine, so it has to go into something else in the room. Oh. Push the Hold on. Push the B up. Af. Nine. Well, I had it as an F. After 9. Push the B up after 9. That seems slightly wrong. But it's not. Push the B up after 9? What is the B? Here, let me take a second. Oh well. Yeah, check again. Check the B. I'm so confused. Push the B up after 9. What's the B? I'm actually genuinely super confused about this. Well, and I still do need to get the boiler room facing the right way, which is clearly still not. We'll take a moment, do that, reset again. Or reset mentally on that. I can only assume that this is the right door now. There's a further mystery in here. I can unlock this door. We'll deal with that in a minute. No, we should deal with it while we're here. Okay, where are the switches that go this way? That one. And... ah. Oh, okay. Lame. That is the next question. And the one I assume that they're getting at. But I need to get back in there to check it, and I was trying to do other things. 5. RE. Push 3. Push 3 up after 9. How do I still not have power to this room? I've literally swapped it every direction it could be. How do I make sure the power gets in here? Am I missing some note? Ugh. Again. The wheel, maybe? I suppose. No. I think there might have been a note in the network. Something about it possibly requiring a second room? Last night. This is where I figured I learned that about rigid blocks. Okay, so I can't get power into here for some reason, and I don't know why. It's a little frustrating because this feels immensely solvable. But I'm gonna take a break from it. We're gonna take a look at what other rooms we can dig up. go from there. Safe deposit box key. What? This seems unhelpful. Is there a second room that I need to get for it? Because I do remember reading something about a second room. The Rogue Moon. That's so dumb if they don't get to have, if they don't automatically connect. Like, that would mean that they theoretically, like, have to be... Oh, I already can't get into the... No. No. Not now. Not now. I can't do anything with it now. Let me break through the wall with my power hammer. Oh, you're right. The brick's back in the secret card. Yes, 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 yes. Bricks! Get out of my way! What? What does this do? I still can't get in there because the lab also doesn't have a door for it. Like, I have no way to get into here this time because I didn't think I would have a chance to. That does theoretically mean, though, I can also open the lower door from here. Might even mean I can do the north door. Oh! The sigil. Okay, Oricon, Civilization, Mist, White. With the Orin in the middle. Or at least I think that's missed. That lines up with what the other thing was supposed to be missed. But I can't do anything with this either. What happens if I face them all north now? Do I go back to the Rogue Moon? The real rough thing is, next time I find this room, I probably won't have the power hammer. Like, I've actually gotten incredibly unlucky here. We're back to the Rogue Moon. It is fully too late for today's version of the house. Oh, that's so frustrating. Security. How helpful you are now. Ah. This is so rough. Oh, this room has the ability to transport power to, like, between the lab and the boiler room. There was, which means I get at least one more room. It's just frustrating because I am not going to get to, like, go into the antechamber. Let's at least take a moment here and see if we can spot the queen. Ugh. Oh, hold on now. Oh, boiler room connections don't go the right way either. Great. Yeah, it's real annoying. Like, as soon as you said, oh, you gotta connect up the wires, it's like, well, I suppose, of course you do. genuinely thought that connected to the den. Silly me and my silly folly. Queen! There's a queen in here. It's at 6-4. Oh, and another... Yes, I actually do have all of them. Face, Ace. Acre, Face, Lace, Beard, Bard. Coat, Cat, Cold, Old, Sturdy, Study, Face, Ace, Beard, Bard. Okay. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Why are we pairing off the rooms in the house? The art in the house? Oh, and yes, we're definitely Queen Room. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What? No way. Paired paintings in all the rooms. If you cut a letter from each one, theater, stage, stag. Oh my dear, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. 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 I'm not even sure how to take notes about this. I'm gonna take a screenshot. And I guess I'm going to take that screenshot and draw on it every run as we find things. Absurd. Well, yeah, of course. The problem is so I can't do it. I can't complete it this day because I don't have the steps. It would take too many steps to explore every room. And I need to get down to the chess puzzle anyway. Yeah, because the study has the queen. I do apologize. I wasn't expecting. I really can tell you that I was not expecting this game to require so many so many external notes, and I am not sure how to show those to the show all of the stuff I'm doing on that to the stream yet. But I am going to start taking notes on it as I go through here anyway, just to start thinking about it. So here, plain without. I might end up having to sort out having a notes, a little notes visual thing on the screen somewhere, just so that you can see what I'm working with. Okay, plain planet, you're right. You are absolutely right. Absurd that this is even a thing we're talking about. Are there no letters here? Don't seem to be any pictures here. So this room doesn't have to deal with it. Nor in this room. I'm just gonna glance in here. I have plenty of steps. Coat. Cot. This is A. I'm just like glancing over into all kinds of different rooms just to see. Lock, clock, C. I'll go into here too. Tree. Fire, fur. graph. Oh, cart chart. It's good to go ahead and have an understanding of a decent number of these, just so that when we see them later, we can recognize them for what they are. Bridge Bride, G. Prayer. Pray, pry. A. Yeah, face, ace. Yeah, jeez. What a thing. We now have to take notes on that every single time. Okay, time for chess puzzle. Let's play some chess. Okay. Rook is on 3-4. Pawn is on 1-2. Knight is on 4-2. Bishop on 5-3. King on 6-1. And queen on 6-4. Yo! Yo? What? What are we thinking, gang? What are we thinking, gang? The ones that spring immediately to mind are the queen and the knight. I don't know, but I don't want to... I want to have an idea in mind of which I would just immediately want first, just in case. So I'm going to choose the knight. Oh. At the armory, each time you draft a room on the west wing of the house, lose 5 steps and gain a key. Banner of the King. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn. Piety of the Bishop, you don't have to pay tithes. Instead, you gain 30 coins each time you enter, the first time you enter the chapel. Resilience of the Rook, you may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of your house. The Queen is, I don't think the Queen is bad, so much as it is a gamble. I don't know what the armory does. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose and gain the power of that piece. Ambition of the Pawn might be the play. I would go the Knight, but I have no idea what the Armory is. I assume it's a good spot that gets you items. But I genuinely have no idea. So if I'm not sure if that's the idea, then it might be good. Yeah. Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Yeah. The Rook, because the Rook is solid but situational. The Bishop is solid but extremely situational. The Queen is a gamble. The Knight is... I don't know. Genuinely. I have no idea. But it says it's permanent. So I assume it's not changeable. I'm gonna go with the Pawn. Oh, I may give up this power by returning to this chamber and unlocking the pieces again. So I do have to do the whole puzzle again. But I can change it. Let's take a moment to read, see if there's anything we were missing here. Especially because we do have... Yeah, permanent until changed. It's a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind the name. Right. Oh, we do know the name of this place. It's Orintius. Orintius. So the book I ordered from the library is actually going to be super relevant. I believe it was this that suggested fog. And then yes, I was right, white. And the moats are metropolitan. Yep. So it's a city of mist. Oh. Reference. These ones? They can. You're right. That's very true. It's the tribal ones. Ugh. That could be relevant. I don't actually know if it is or not. I'm not comfortable assuming it's not, but can't think of how it is. This store is still not open. Let's go find out. I have 19 more steps. But I did also notice that there's a bunch of a bunch of numbers of stars that don't actually form relevant arrangements, and so have no effect aren't listed at all. Like after the first 5 or 6, it starts jumping. Southern Cross. No, 8 is the clavis, the key. I'm gonna keep exploring just to see what we can learn. Oh, here's these. Garden. What is this one? Orchard. What is this man supposed to be? Pilot? Pilot? Aviator? Arbor? I don't know this one. I'm gonna come back to it. Vial? Tub. Um. Tube tub. You right. There's 44 letters total, apparently. Wheat. Rain, grain. Um. There's still something going on with these pictures, I just don't know what it is. This head flips open. Or that one. One of these busts flips open. I would hope this puzzle is solvable within the room. But that's not always the case in this game. Yeah, I have no idea what this code is. Shore. Cliff. Tag. Cross the coast. Which means that we are spelling words here. I know I can't show it to you right now. But 1, 2, 3, 4 is gate. Number 8. Message. 8. So I still need to find the rest of those. Queen. I really wish I had a better idea of what the code's supposed to be to get in that. But, alas and alack. I have 14 steps left. I might as well spend them exploring. And checking against this again, I'm thinking the dropped letter must be an A. Arbor, aviator. Pilot. All the other words have been fairly simple. The words themselves, once we figured out what they were. Pilot plot. It's an I. Courtyards are actually quite disruptive for this task. Bat. Bat bath. So the same image can be multiple things. Tag stag. P peak. Tent 10. The man in the garden? Which man? Oh, yes. I got that. Pilot and plot, yeah. Gate? I think it's gate 8 as in the number 8. I don't think I have time for another run this evening, so I'm gonna go through and figure out what I can and go from there. Coast coat, so that's S. Gates. Not gate singular. I'm hopeful this is one thing that stays the same, because the pictures are so easily changeable. Paint. Pain? Pant? Planet. Plant. Box. Crate. But this isn't a plant, is it? Crate create? That would work. We'll go with it for now. I'm marking a question mark next to it though, because I'm not sure. Wheat heat. I'm not sure how the nefarious fruit got spread here, but it did, and I'm happy for it. Crown Crow, that was one of the example ones. Oh. So I only care about these two. Hose house, you right, you right. Beer. Paint. Paint pint. No, you're good. If I wasn't welcoming your help, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. Paint pint, and this is boat. Where's the other one for in here? Boat bat. So this is O. We found? That's not ominous at all. I remember there being nothing in this room. King. Okay, I recognize that once I'm in here, I'll only have seconds. Indian. What? Chief Chef. So the first is I. Okay. No surprise food in here? Alas. Okay. Alright. I am not going to start a new run with 15 minutes left in the stream. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go over what we have found so far. So, yep, working on it. This is what we're working with. Ooh, that did not move very well. Hold on, let's get a better view on that. No! Oh, it got shifted, okay. No, go. So. This is what we're working with on this end. I have a bunch of just random notes here. Some of this is used, like that's been used. I can probably take that off. This is push 3 up after 9. Chapel, the chapel numbers. Fuse box, coat of arms. And then of course the chess puzzle we just solved. I think I can take D8 off of that. I think that is fine. A was the letter chiseled in workshop. First words on the, and then we're missing 3 words and then message, because the thing in the workshop was number 8. The music sheet in the workshop was number 8. In terms of this puzzle, oh, not all of this transferred. Hold on. This was definitely. Oh, I see it accidentally transposed them up here somehow. So I have I space we, which makes me question whether we got this W right. Own a gate 8. And then I intentionally left the lower parts alone more. Because I figured that it would be easier to get back in there and find out more about them. So we're at this in terms of trying to fill that out, and it's going to be next next Monday when we play again that we're gonna have the opportunity to go in and check if this is consistent, because if this stays the same even as the house changes, that is huge in an undescribable way. Also, this is supposed to be a K. It's a very bad K, but it's a K. I don't think this is just. I have a suspicion that this is not just straight 5-letter words. You would think so, but I would not put it past this game to be capable of shuffling the words around. 44 letters. It doesn't say in order. So I'm going to. I'm pleasantly pleased. I'm pleased with our progress so far. The chess puzzle seems like something. I'm going to basically put those notes to the side for now. In fact, I should probably go ahead and remove the notes from this day as to what rooms are where, because they're no longer going to be there. So next steps are get into the secret room again. Or get into the secret garden. In a playthrough where we actually can take advantage of it. I think if we can get into the cloister, that's another big target for me right now. Because even when we get into the antechamber, we're not going to be able to get into the 46th room until we figure out the safe deposit key seems like it definitely could be relevant to something. The question is what? Because it absolutely could, like, have something that is going on with it. And I would even say it probably, like, let's be clear. Everything in this is intentional, as far as I can tell. But are those actually direct, like, where do they fit into the puzzle is the question. There's a ton, we're getting a ton of information, and I don't know how it all fits together. There's still 5 or 6 different open mysteries going on here. We haven't even touched, I should probably take a note of that actually here. We'll put it directly under here. White. Civ. Mist. Oryntius. Because we know it's Oryntius. It's the same as we're getting the book in the library about it. I'm not 100% confident that those lines were missed. We know that it was Civ stuff, though. Actually, let me... 5... 3... But there's a lot of... There's just a lot of stuff that needs figuring out. And I'm looking forward to working it out with you guys. I am going to take some time between now and next Monday and see if I can get a little screen, it working properly, where I can have a little screen like up in the corner here or something, so that you can see what I'm working on for some of these notes. I don't want to obscure the screen too much, but I do want you guys to be able to see what I'm working with. Besides that, as I mentioned, we'll get you guys back in here. We'll come back in here this coming Monday. Do some Marvel Rival warm-up from 8 to 8:30. And then get going on this again. Hopefully, we'll be able to make this happen properly. And ideally, win. But we'll see if that happens. I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, all of you guys have a good night. And I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.